We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was
I think you need to donate a win to Frank.
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons
I think you
and
need
the
to donate a
Tennessee
win to Frank.
Titans. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Hey, Frank, you know them police don't care on this and that. They don't care what's going on out there. Hey, I saw the YouTube. I know you see that YouTube video. No, I ain't got that's way out my way.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's
but now you should drive buses like you should be out the way. Other than that, I ain't got no reason to come out there. Oh no, what happened? What?
Off the play fake. Williams. Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate.
Something better than nothing,
it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Operating from the gun, Williams. Williams loses the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
That's something right there. That was 7 days, huh?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, no, you got to get paid.
Great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Thomas. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Thomas. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Thomas. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds.
Hey, that's what he do, boy.
A well-executed
MVP.
22-yard
That's what he do.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down.
They're triple cover the whole game.
Game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
He got one touchdown.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Okay, I'm trying, man. I've played some of that. I don't know.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off the 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
I hate this offense for a run. I swear.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Nah, you ain't fooling me, boy.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9.
Nah, more like the spread them out and
this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm playing him. I can call
a
his
little bit of
offense.
pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Williams airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
But you know what I respect about you more?
Defensively, your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception.
What I respect about you, you ain't still the air
They
out.
showed on defense because after
You
the
ain't
offense
gonna sit
scored to
there
go
and
up
run the
7-0,
ball up the middle.
you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys
I
well.
respect
When
that.
they took the shot
Win or lose
downfield,
war,
they were
I
more than
respect
prepared
that
for
game.
that one.
I respect your game too, TJ.
The drive begins with a run by
Y'all play
McCaffrey,
college
and the window
football.
closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard
Hey,
line.
Frank don't play college football.
Up from his
I
linebacker
respect all
spot,
that.
Deion Jones making the play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I don't respect college football.
McCaffrey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You don't play college football either.
Looking to throw. Thomas.
He
rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Past the 20.
I seen him last
He
year.
takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the
don't even know where he
anticipation on
came
the
from.
play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
He got the energy to do that?
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. They'll look to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. He's at the 50.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
25-yard line.
Yeah, that's a staple.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, he did what he
last
paid
time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run with McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already. And we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
He doesn't just run out of gas.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. First throw now for the backup Wentz. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense.
To throw again, Williams. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd down.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Operating from the gun, Williams.
Oh,
and
good
he's
play.
got
I'm
him
like
in,
that.
Calvin Ridley. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
9 yards.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They
I'm a
convert.
firm believer in that.
Here's Williams on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd.
Now we out in the open.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. From the gun, Williams. And this is caught. I think he got
Who's
that
that
with
caught
one
that? Kevin
hand.
Ridley?
Complete to
Yeah.
Calvin.
15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
15.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Let's go, man. Big series right here.
Williams now throwing on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Williams back to the air on 2nd down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14.
A gain of 15.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Thomas. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Thomas. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
I can't. In 2 minutes.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face, and analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off-play action. Williams. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Thomas. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Thomas firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes us to the Falcons' 35-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the...
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
50's a mark. 50's a mark. Push it back. Push it back.
They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they try the right side here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Williams. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone
Man,
turned
it's
the
good
ball,
defense
find a
against good
spot,
defense.
and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I keep forgetting War plays defense.
5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The 1st down run got 5.
Yeah.
Here's 2nd and 5.
No homework.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Right from the same hood. What you talking about?
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Powers through, and he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
I don't know.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 3, check 3. Kill. Deuce.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
Credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that's the
I get the
bend but
6
don't break approach. Made sure they
man.
contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And the Falcon first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Okay.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Off the bootleg, Williams. And that will be incomplete.
Williams pass.
That's a good
from
try.
the contact. It's now 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
I'm mad my safety didn't come up no more.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 7. He spins free and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly.
I didn't know he was on the field.
And try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Just like that. Just like that.
From the gun, Thomas. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will... have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 28-yard line.
I just reordered my book short. I'm saving all my cheat codes for the AFC Championship. That's going to be the most boringest game ever.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Thomas. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. McCaffrey on the toss right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Again, McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot
I'd be a
here.
fool to throw the
This
ball
to
in the
perhaps
red zone.
salt this one away. And this one
I'll
is
be a
right
fool.
through. And that will
Yeah,
make this
it
a
is
9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a
Hey,
2-score game. His
I know
third
you
field
ain't
goal of the game, able to knock
I
it
know
through.
you.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do
I know
now
you
have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Williams. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Williams throwing again. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation,
I didn't know
throwing
he
an
talked about.
interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Thomas on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnes. 30. The 20.
They should have put a stamp on me in the line.
Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Back to throw. Thomas. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Falcons.
Operating from the gun, Williams. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Williams. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the crossing route, complete. It's Barnes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you using it in the future.
From the gun, Thomas. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
For Calvin Ridley, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And all the way down to the 26. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain.
I'll do that right now.
On my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Let go. I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you could rate where there ain't no love. Where do I go? They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when it peak us.
What am I looking at, bro?
Outside, there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you limits, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes to the stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get
What's in my closet behind the door? Somebody turned it off, man. Oh, somebody took it off and put the amount of times a player could probably stay in place before it's locked. Oh, so you have to pick. I had a set for it. You have to pick. Yeah, so you call one play, you can't pick it for the rest of the game.
He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops. If he drop, I just hit my dance.
All right, fellas, listen up. We talked about this all week. This league has too many good teams for us to win. Monday, now! 180!
All right.
Now! 185! Like your sounds for it? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man.